Welcome to the Boeing 787 Warning System lesson. This lesson covers the aircraft, engine indication and crew alerting system, traffic alert and collision avoidance system, and ground proximity warning system. The warning systems consist of engine indication and crew alerting system, or ICAS, airspeed alerts, takeoff and landing configuration warning system, MCP selected altitude alerts, traffic alert and collision avoidance system, or TCAS, ground proximity warning system, or GPWS, wind shear alerts, alert inhibits, and a tail strike detection system. The following panels are used to control and monitor various aircraft warning systems. The Alerting and Transponder Control Panel, or ATP, the Tuning and Control Panel, or TCP, the Aural Cancel Switch, the ICAS Event Record Switch, and the Master Warning Caution Reset Switches. Review the warning system controls before pressing the Continue button to resume the lesson. The following displays are used to show various aircraft warning system indications and navigation aids. The primary flight displays, or PFDs, the navigation displays, or NDs, the vertical situation displays, or VSDs, mini maps, the ICAS display, and the status display. The warning system indications shown on these displays will be discussed throughout the lesson. Time-critical warnings alert the crew of a non-normal operational condition requiring immediate crew awareness and corrective action to maintain safe flight. Time-critical conditions are indicated with master warning lights, voice alerts,
sync rate,
PFD and HUD indications, or stick shakers. Warnings alert the crew to a non-normal operational or system condition requiring immediate crew awareness and corrective action. Cautions alert the crew to a non-normal operational or system condition requiring immediate crew awareness. Caution alerts may require corrective action. Advisories alert the crew to a non-normal operational or system condition requiring routine crew awareness. Advisories may require corrective action. ICAS is the primary means of displaying system indications and alerts to the flight crew. ICAS information may be displayed only on the inboard side of either the captain or first officer's display unit. Systems conditions and configuration information is provided through 4 types of ICAS messages. Alert messages are the primary method of alerting the crew to non-normal conditions and include warnings, cautions, and advisories, as well as other types of alerts. Communication messages direct the crew to normal communication conditions and messages. Memo messages are crew reminders of flight crew selected normal conditions. And status messages indicate equipment faults which may affect airplane dispatch capability. Alert, communication, and memo messages will no longer display when the respective condition no longer exists. ICAS alert messages are the primary means of alerting the crew to non-normal conditions that may impact operations during the flight. Each alert message has a non-normal procedure located in the QRH. A rectangular symbol prefaces an alert message that has a checklist which includes procedural steps or notes and information of which the crew must be made aware. Alert messages are prioritized to aid flight crew decision-making when more than one alert message is displayed. Alert messages are grouped into 3 priority levels: warnings, cautions, and advisories. When more than one alert message is displayed, the messages are displayed in a list which is grouped by priority level. Warning messages are displayed in red at the top of the message list. Caution messages are displayed in amber below the lowest warning message. Advisory messages are displayed in amber below the lowest caution message and are indented 1 character. The most recent alert message is displayed at the top of its priority group. If there are more messages in the list than can be displayed on one page, multiple pages are created. The page number is normally displayed at the bottom of each list. Pushing the Cancel Recall switch displays the next page of caution and advisory messages. Warning messages will always be displayed at the top of each page. Alert messages for new system non-normal conditions are displayed on the page being viewed. For example, if page 2 is displayed and a caution message is displayed because a new system non-normal occurs, the message is displayed immediately below any warning messages. Pushing the Cancel Recall switch when the last page of the list is displayed causes all caution and advisory messages to be removed. When no caution or advisory messages are displayed, pushing the Cancel Recall switch briefly displays the recall message and redisplays page 1 of the caution and advisory messages for all system non-normal conditions. ICAS communication messages direct crew attention to normal communication conditions. Each communications message requires a crew action. Communication messages are prioritized to aid flight crew decision-making when more than one message is displayed. Communications messages are grouped into 3 priority levels: high, medium, and low. Communications messages are displayed in white below the alert messages and are preceded by a white dot. The most recent communication message is displayed at the top of its priority group. Communication messages cannot be canceled by pushing the Cancel Recall switch. ICAS memo messages are crew reminders of flight crew selected normal conditions. Memo messages are displayed in white at the bottom of the last page of alert messages. Since alert messages have display priority, the memo messages may not be displayed on the current ICAS message page if insufficient message lines are available below the alert messages. Unlike alert messages, the most recent memo message is displayed at the bottom of the memo messages. Memo messages cannot be canceled by pushing the Cancel Recall switch. ICAS status messages indicate equipment faults which may affect airplane dispatch capability. When a new status message is displayed, the status queue is displayed on primary ICAS. The status page is displayed by selecting the System Display switch on the Display Select panel, then selecting Status on the system's display. The status queue is removed when the status display is selected. The status messages are displayed in white on the lower half of the status display. If more than one page of status messages exist, page numbers are displayed at the bottom of the display, and the next page icon can be selected to move to the next page of messages. Flight deck panel annunciator lights are used with ICAS messages to help locate and identify affected systems and controls, and reduce potential for error. Additionally, aural alerts and two master warning and caution lights are used to call attention to the higher priority alerts. Review the following alerts before pressing the Continue button to resume the lesson. The flight crew is able to cancel any active, false, or nuisance aural alerts. The aural alert can be canceled using the Aural Cancel Momentary Action switch located on the Alerting and Transponder control panel. Pressing the Aural Cancel switch will illuminate the amber cancel light on the Aural Cancel switch, display the ICAS advisory message, Aural Canceled, and cancel the aural alert. The aural alert remains canceled as long as the condition causing the alert remains active. Subsequent aural alerts for other fault conditions are not affected and need to be canceled separately if necessary. When the condition that caused the alert is no longer active, the canceling function resets, the cancel light extinguishes, and the aural canceled message is removed. If the same condition becomes active again, the aural alert will sound again. In the event the Alerting and Transponder control panel fails, the Tuning control panel provides a backup Aural Cancel soft key. The Aural Cancel key can be found on the Tuning control panel Alert Transponder page. The Aural Cancel key operates in the same way as the Aural Cancel switch on the Alerting and Transponder control panel. In the event of a malfunction, system information can be recorded for maintenance use. Pushing the ICAS Event Record switch will record the displayed engine indications and additional ICAS maintenance information. Up to 5 events may be recorded. Warning of an impending stall is provided by the left and right stick shakers. The stick shakers independently vibrate the left and right control columns when approaching a stall. When airspeed is below minimum maneuvering speed, the EICAS caution message "Airspeed low" is displayed. The box around the current airspeed indication on the PFD is highlighted amber. The master caution light illuminates, and the aural beeper sounds. During takeoff, the voice enunciation V1 sounds when airspeed reaches V1.
V1.
Thrust asymmetry minimum speed, or TAMS, is displayed on the speed tape to provide pilots with the minimum control speed for operation with a large thrust asymmetry. TAMS varies with weight and CG, but will always be at least 10 knots above minimum control speed during takeoff or go-around. When airspeed decreases to TAMS, the airspeed aural sounds,
airspeed, airspeed,
and the master warning light illuminates. If airspeed exceeds VMO/MMO, the EICAS warning message "Overspeed" is displayed. The master warning light illuminates, and the aural siren sounds. The message remains displayed until airspeed is reduced below VMO/MMO. The takeoff configuration warning system alerts the crew that the airplane is not configured for a normal takeoff. The takeoff configuration warning function is armed when the airplane is on the ground, the fuel control switches are in the run position, either engine thrust is in the takeoff range, the thrust reversers are not unlocked or deployed, and airspeed is less than V1. Takeoff configuration warnings are inhibited at V1. Takeoff configuration warnings consist of illumination of the master warning lights, activation of the aural warning siren, and display of applicable EICAS warning configuration messages. The possible takeoff configuration warning messages are displayed in the following table. When a takeoff configuration warning occurs, pushing either master warning reset switch will reset the master warning lights, but will not silence the siren or clear the EICAS alert message. The master warning lights are extinguished and the siren is silenced if thrust is decreased below takeoff range and airspeed is less than V1, but the airplane is still not configured for takeoff. After thrust is reduced, the configuration message remains displayed for 10 seconds to aid in identifying the takeoff configuration. The landing configuration warning system alerts the crew the landing gear is not extended for landing. The EICAS warning message configuration gear is displayed if the airplane is in flight and any landing gear is not down and locked along with either of the following triggers. Either thrust lever is closed and radio altitude is less than 800 feet, or the flap lever is in the landing position. If the configuration warning is displayed because a thrust lever is closed at low radio altitudes, pushing either master warning reset switch silences the siren and extinguishes the master warning lights. The message remains displayed until the thrust levers are advanced or the landing gear is down and locked. If the configuration warning is displayed because the flap lever is in the landing position, pushing a master warning reset switch will only extinguish the master warning lights. The siren sounds and the message is displayed until the landing gear is down and locked, or gear override is selected to override on the GPWS page of the TCP. The speed brake extended caution alerts the crew if the speed brakes are extended during approach to landing. The speed brake extended caution occurs when the speed brake lever is extended beyond armed with airplane radio altitude 15 feet or greater, and the radio altitude is 800 feet or less, the flap lever is in the landing position, or the thrust lever angle is 5 degrees or more above the idle stop for 15 seconds. When the speed brake extended message is displayed in flight, pushing either master caution reset switch silences the siren and extinguishes the master caution lights. The ICAS message will remain displayed until the speed brake lever is down or armed. The speed brake warning alerts the crew that the speed brake has not deployed during landing or during a rejected takeoff. The speed brake warning occurs when the airplane is on the ground, both thrust levers are not in the takeoff thrust position, the ground speed exceeds 85 knots, the speed brake lever position is less than 35 degrees, and all of the above occur together for 1 second. The warning is displayed on both PFDs and both PUDs and is accompanied by a master warning light and an aural speed brake alert. The warning is automatically reset when any of the above conditions are no longer met. If the takeoff and landing warning system fails, the ICAS advisory message configuration warning system is displayed. Be aware that any messages that display with the configuration warning system message may not be correct. If the configuration system fails, configuration messages may not be displayed. Altitude alerting is provided when approaching the altitude selected in the MCP altitude window. At 900 feet prior to reaching the selected altitude, a highlighted white box is displayed around the selected altitude and the current altitude on the PFD. The highlights are no longer displayed when within 200 feet of the selected altitude. Altitude alerting is provided when departing the altitude selected in the MCP altitude window. When the aircraft departs the selected altitude by 200 feet, the ICAS caution message altitude alert is displayed, and a highlighted amber box is displayed around the current altitude. The message and amber highlight are no longer displayed when the aircraft returns to within 200 feet of the selected altitude, a new MCP altitude is selected, or departing by more than 900 feet from the selected altitude. MCP selected altitude alerts are inhibited when the glide slope is captured, or when landing flaps are selected and landing gear is down and locked. The traffic